Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour. The art of the deal. That's Trump. He likes to make deals. We've been living in a media blackout that only gives you what the politicians want you to see. So listen closely, because where we're at right now, folks, nobody is talking about it on the mainstream media, and you need to pay attention to this.
In this war, McGregor was absolutely right. Trump only runs to seek a deal after Iran's missiles have given him a bloody nose. Looking back at the entire course of the war, Trump's so-called peace promises are nothing but a colossal joke, a net woven from one lie after another. According to records, from before the war to after the so-called ceasefire, Trump publicly claimed at least 37 times that a deal is imminent, or that Iran is begging to negotiate. It is precisely against this desperate backdrop that the actions of the top U.S. military commander, Joint Chiefs Chairman General Dan Kane, are so profoundly telling. According to a CNN report, General Kane has privately told Trump's inner circle, including Vice President J.D. Vance, CIA Director John Ratcliffe, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio in recent weeks that the U.S. needs an off-ramp. General Kane warned that the military escalation options currently on the table are likely to backfire, and that airstrikes alone simply cannot achieve the administration's stated goals. The depletion of weapons stockpiles is the most damning evidence.
You know, let's put it this way. There are three doors. Door number one is reopen the war with everything you've got. Door number two is do nothing. And door number three is do a little and then try to negotiate. Well, you've already tried door number one. You're going to go back to door number one? Well, maybe so. Door number two, do nothing. That's not up for consideration. He can't sustain himself politically. Money that is vital to his survival in the White House to deliver the Congress is at risk. Remember the hundreds of millions of dollars that are being assembled in various funds to destroy people like Thomas Massie, or for that matter, Marjorie Taylor Greene, or anyone who opposes this war with Iran. Those funds can be applied to destroy Donald Trump. And Donald Trump knows that. Right now, those funds are being committed to his support and defense. Those funds are vital to his survival because they can prevent any impeachment. So doing nothing is a non-starter. What about door number three? Well, we know that President Netanyahu was furious at President Trump's decision to postpone the attack. And lots of people are saying, well, you know, he's reconsidering. But we also know there are problems with the munitions, and we are waiting for resupply, and we're bringing more aircraft into the theater. So there are other things going on here as well. So my point is, when you look at the three doors, you could try door three again, but that hasn't been very fruitful. So you're really being pushed back to door number one, which is all-out war.
And the biggest problem we have right now is we don't have the munitions. We have a few thousand left. That's it, folks. And Trump's in a bind. And you have to remember one thing. Remember, Israel wants to be meshed into our government. They want to be in our military. So are you willing to still support what's this trajectory we're on? Or is it time now for you to pick up the phone, call your congressional representatives, and tell them to shut it down? Take your Republican hat, your Democratic hat on, and don't trust where we're headed, because you've seen it clearly. They're going to kill thousands and thousands of our men and women in the military because a few politicians want to protect their status. But most importantly, even though most people out there know that our entire Congress is compromised, 93 to 97% are being paid by Israel, it's a dead end. We cannot go down this road. Iran has the weaponry to destroy the entire region, not even using nukes. You take Yemen and put it there, you take Russia and put it in there, take China and put it in there, and what do we have? We have a total war that could break out and literally destroy the entire region. And the economic crash that would occur, you ain't seen nothing. We've never experienced what will happen to the world if they keep pushing this, because the West is right and we're the saviors and we're bringing democracy around the world. I'm sorry, at my age, I'm done. I'm done watching this BS being constantly spewed out. Do not watch the mainstream media, except get what they're projecting on you, and then turn on YouTube and go surf the news, and you'll find out you're being lied to, or they aren't even talking about what's necessary to talk about because they don't want you to break up the system, which is, just look who owns the media. They control everything that you're seeing in the Western media. Oh, finally, the Washington Post or the New York Times, they'll put out something now. They should have been putting it out at the start when they lied and said this was an unprovoked attack. How could it be unprovoked? Look what Israel had been doing. Look at the Greater Israel Project. They have covered it up since day one. And by the way, the numbers in Gaza alone are more than 680,000. That number was released by Francesca Albanese. It wasn't her doing. It was an internal review by the United Nations to find out how many Palestinians have been killed. That was, 7-8 months ago? Yeah, folks, you're being blindsided by propaganda. Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour. Please hit the like and share button. Share this widely. Please get this word out. We need to stand up and take our democracy back. Remember, it's about we the people, not we the military-industrial complex. Thanks for tuning in.